I've opened up my own dance studio. So for the past 10 years, I've never really ventured or talked much about my dancing aspect and escapades. What I essentially wanted to do, and it's been a dream to own a dance studio. But being in real estate, I've understood that it's not just the aspect of owning the dance studio, but also the aspect of owning the space and being able to rent out the space. So ideally, I move from being just the business owner, but also to a landlord that can eventually make money off the rented space. Now, something to note about my dance studio is that as much as I do own it and I do own the space, and renting it out is good and makes me income, but building the business is another aspect that takes time and attention. Because fair enough, as much as you can rent out the space and you have your own brand, but you let other dancers utilize it for whatever they may need. But there's the aspect of still maintaining and running that business and understanding that it takes time and attention to nurture the business and essentially grow it. Come along as I show you a bit of the studio itself. With regards to the studio, is that I've built it on an existing piece of property that we own, which essentially means that it was the cost-effective route, apart from having things like plans, building material, and labor, and all the other little bits and pieces that goes together with owning the space. Let's go straight into it. We're on a main road, and this is the entrance to the studio. This is our studio. So I got the couch over here where people can chill, the mirrors that I've put up which give it that full effect in this room, and the lighting that goes around it. Now the good thing about this lighting is that I don't really have to use the light. As you can see, this is actually quite bright and gives me good enough lighting, especially at night and within the studio. If I walk in, there's ample space to have about 3 to 4 people per row. Got the sound system, got a fan, the light across, and this is essentially it. And a ring light because sometimes we do shoot shorts and things like that for some of the classes. So this is essentially the studio. Now a couple of things to note on the studio is that this existing structure that I built is about 25 square meters. Costed quite a bit building this and then all of the specifics, but I'll do a separate studio tour, and then I've got my sign up over there and take it from there. And that's pretty much most of like the studio and what we have and kind of what it's meant to do, right? It's ideally at the end of the day, the studio is a business. It's a place that I rent out and it's a place for me to train. So it allows me to be creative. Also, we do have the equipment to be able to do photography. Like we've got photographers that actually come in and use the space, especially those that just don't have a space in the area. And it's a spot where we actually shoot the podcast, which is soon to be released, and that will be on the studio channel itself. So yeah, my name is Dejesh, and if you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe, and check into the next one.